Whoa, 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 whoa! Hi guys, I'm Martijn. I'm one of the designers at Studio Koprol. I'm happy to welcome you to our first vlog for our minor program. I'd like to talk to you about the team. Our team of 16 people consists of a product manager, a design team, a dev team, and of course the art team. And together we really want to create an awesome game for you in the upcoming weeks. We'll be updating you probably every 2 weeks with a vlog, and the rest of the updates you can follow us on social media and see what we're up to. Now let's talk about the process of our last 2 weeks. First of all, we as designers had the job to come up with several concepts and pitch them to the rest of the design team and the product manager. We had a lot of concepts, 13 to be precisely, so that's quite a lot. And we had to vote 6 or 7 of them out already before we even got to present them to our team. And so we did. We managed to get it down to like 6 concepts, and these concepts were presented to the full team, and eventually we got to a vote. The 6 concept pitches were well received by the team and we got to a vote. Eventually we were left with Boodunnit, Fear and Wave the Wild. To see which concept would work out the best for our whole team, we split the big team in 3 smaller development teams, with each team having a game designer, some artists and some developers. Then we gave each team around 2 days to come up with a new concept, work it out a little bit and create a small test level so we can pitch this to the whole team to see which concept would work out the best for us. Each team did their best, and here are the 3 pitches.
Hi there, I'm Lucas, one of the game designers and also creator of the concept known as Fear. And in a bit I'm about to explain to you what Fear is about regarding story and setting, but also main mechanics that I believe will make this game look interesting. For my part of the vlog, I'd like to give a quick summary of my process by showing the presentation that we've held on Friday. So this concept is called Fear. So I started off with the one-pager, I explained a little bit about the story in general. Then I explained a bit more about the main characters right here. I also elaborated some more about the basic mechanics regarding both movement and the main equipment of our character. I showed our team some enemies as well as their behavior in the game. I explained how the mechanics of the enemies and the lantern are connected in combat. Over here I introduced the main mechanic that I believe will make our game unique. Here I made some predictions of how I think our mechanics can grow over the length of our game. And I also explained how memory fragments work, and how they are necessary to progress properly throughout the game. And to finish it off, I showed our team some concept art made by some of the artists, as well as some inspirations for making this concept.
Hi guys, I'm Martijn. I was the designer for Wave the Wild. In this presentation I will show you guys what my team and I did for our Blocktober presentation. Let's take a look, shall we? First of all, we used The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey as inspiration for our game, because the big open worlds and the platform mechanics combined were perfect for our concept. In Wave of the Wild you will play as Aiken. She is part of the ancient Boolia clan, which is a special clan that lives inside trees and has amazing animal skills. They can gain these animal skills by petting or helping animals, and that way they get their abilities. And one day Aiken's house is attacked by loggers because they're trying to cut the tree down where she lives in, and she really does not like that and she wants to stop that. So she tries to find animals to gain their powers and eventually take out the loggers. So during the game you will face off against several kinds of loggers, and in the beginning it's just a guy with a chainsaw, but in the end it could be someone with like a giant machine to cut down trees fast. The setting of the game will be in a forest, and you will have to complete small quests to gain different animal abilities. such as the squirrel climb, the frog leap, the spider swing, the mole tunnel, and the bird glide. And all these abilities will be used for different tasks during the game and for taking out the big machines. The environment is a giant forest where the Boolia clan lives, inside the tree houses and the top of the trees, and that's where the first level will start from. You will start in your own home, where you will be introduced to the controls for navigation, where you will learn how to run and how to jump, and eventually find the squirrel, which gives you your first ability. With this first ability you will be able to take on level 1, where you have to use the ability to climb down the tree on special surfaces. You have to jump down fungus platforms and slide down the ivy petal platforms to get to the chainsaw blade, where you can enter the chainsaw. Once you enter the chainsaw, you have to do a little puzzle to take out the whole chainsaw and stop the loggers from cutting down your tree. Here we have some assets created by our artists, and eventually we had a dev stream where they showed us our Blocktober prototype, and that's it.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm the creative lead here at Studio Koprol, and in the last 2 weeks we've been through a concept phase in which we went from 13 game concepts down to just one, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Boodunnit is about, what it will play like, and what you can expect from it.
So, Boodunnit is a game where you play a ghost who must solve her own murder. Right now, we're thinking that Boodunnit will take the form of a puzzle platformer with sandbox elements and an interesting and wholesome narrative. You can compare it to Frog Detective and Entitled Goose Game, while Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild are good comparisons for how the mechanics will operate. Boodunnit is about two sisters, Julia and Emmy. Julia has been trying to get her small business off the ground and has asked her sister to help her out. But before the two can make any headway, Julia has been murdered and she can't remember who the culprit is. Julia, who's now known as Boolia, and Emmy must use their skills from both life and death in order to figure out the mystery, but along the way the sisters also have to come to terms with letting the other go. Since Boolia is a ghost, she has a number of ghostly abilities, such as object levitation, the ability to possess living things in order to use their special abilities and to talk to people, and she has the ability to dash through walls and the ability to scare others into running away or dropping important items. The game develops by collecting information and pieces of evidence around the village in order to accuse a culprit. These clues can be collected by doing favors for the other villagers, or interviewing them, or finding pieces of evidence around town. However, it's not quite so easy. Since Boolia is a ghost, the only person who can see or hear her is her sister Emmy. To interrogate a suspect, Boolia must possess a living human character, but not everyone in town is equally friendly to one another. What this means is that interrogations with a suspect will have different results depending on who Boolia possesses in order to speak with them. Well, that was the Boodunnit concept in a nutshell. We have also made a Blocktober demo level, which we've been using to play test the gameplay.
After the pitches we voted again, and sadly my concept got killed. My darling got killed again. Sad life. We still had two awesome concepts left, because we still had Boodunnit and we still had Fairfair. Boodunnit and Fairfair were now going head to head in a small battle to become the concept we were going to make for this minor game. We've set up a plan where people can test both games and give us feedback. They were also able to vote on which game they would like to see or play. Our team did their best to recruit testers and gather results. After 1 week of testing, we gathered enough information and results to see what the testers wanted us to make. And well, the outcome wasn't kind of split as we thought it would be, because our testers really liked Fairfair, as you can see here. So the testers wanted us to make Fairfair, but what does our team even want to make? Because we're a team, we can vote as well. So we did. We thought, you know, voting, how hard can it be? It turned out to be like a small disaster, I guess. First, we as a design team showed the whole team the results of the tests. And everyone was kind of surprised to see how well Fairfare did, but not everyone was as happy with Fairfare as some others. So we did a little straw poll in our own team, and we saw that our team was kind of split between the two games. And after a lot of discussions and a lot of arguing, some people just finally said, like, I don't care what I'm going to make, I'd like to work on either of the games. So we did another vote and we got new results, because there was a third option this time, just to vote for I don't mind working on either of the games. So, and well, this was the result of that voting. So, as you can see, most of the team voted for I don't mind working on either of the games. But there were some who really wanted to work on Fairfare, and some really wanted to work on Boodunnit. We gave them the opportunity to convince the whole team why we really needed to make Boodunnit or Fairfare. After a really long discussion and a lot of arguing, we finally decided to kill our last darling, which was Fairfare. And after all this, I received Lucas's last message.
You know what they say about killing your darlings? Your darlings are a part of you too. So in a way, my team killed me. That's why I'm lying on the ground.
And now back to Boodunnit. Boodunnit became our final concept, and we started to work on it with the development team, the art team, and the design team, of course. With the design team, we first started to create a story for our little ghost companion called Boolia, where I think I can't tell you yet what is going to happen and how it is going to play out, but you will soon see it, I guess, somewhere, maybe in the next video. Well, probably in the next video. After that, we also came up with some extra mechanics, so yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to say anything about that as well, so you just have to see. So we got a lot of new things coming, but I just can't tell you yet what it is and how we're going to do it, so you just have to see for yourself. We are now going to focus on the alpha version, and when it's out you will see it everywhere. On YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, doesn't matter. You can follow us everywhere. You can find the links down below. I'd like to thank you for your time, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.